NFPA 54, the National Fuel Gas Code, provides guidelines on installing and using propane gas piping and equipment, including the proximity of electrical equipment to propane lines. Section 5.1.1.4 states that electrical equipment shall not be installed in the same enclosure as a propane-fueled appliance or regulator unless specifically approved for that purpose. Section 5.1.1.5 further states that electrical equipment not approved for enclosure with propane-fueled appliances or regulators must be located at least 18 inches from the nearest such appliance or regulator. Several safety reasons underscore these regulations. Electrical equipment can produce arcs or sparks, which pose an ignition risk if propane gas leaks occur. Electrostatic discharge from electrical equipment can also generate sparks capable of igniting propane gas. Heat transfer from electrical equipment to propane lines can weaken or damage the lines. Electrical currents can induce corrosion on propane lines, potentially leading to leaks or failures. To ensure safety, it is recommended to maintain a minimum distance of 18 inches between electrical equipment and propane lines, as specified by NFPA 54. Avoid installing electrical equipment in the same enclosure as propane-fueled appliances or regulators. Regularly inspect electrical equipment for any signs of damage or wear. Ensure adequate ventilation around propane lines to disperse any potential gas leaks. Local building codes may have more stringent requirements regarding the proximity of electrical equipment to propane lines, so it is important to check those. Propane lines should be clearly marked and labeled to prevent accidental damage or drilling. Competent and licensed professionals should handle all electrical work and propane installations. Maintaining a safe distance between electrical equipment and propane lines is crucial for preventing fires, explosions, and other hazards. Following the guidelines outlined in NFPA 54 and adhering to local building codes helps ensure the safety of people and property. It is important to remember that electricity and propane gas are both potentially dangerous energy sources. When they are not handled properly, it is of utmost importance to exercise caution and adhere to safety regulations. Firstly, understand the risks involved: electrical arcing, electrostatic discharge, heat transfer, and corrosion. Each of these pose a risk. Secondly, always maintain a minimum distance of 18 inches between electrical equipment and propane lines. Thirdly, regular inspections of electrical equipment are vital. Fourthly, ensure adequate ventilation to prevent gas accumulation. Fifthly, propane lines should be clearly marked and labeled. Sixthly, adhere to local building codes. Seventhly, seek professional assistance for installations and repairs. By following these precautions, one can minimize the risk of accidents and ensure a safe environment when dealing with electrical equipment near propane lines. The 18-inch clearance is more than just a suggestion. It is a critical safety measure designed to prevent catastrophic events. By keeping electrical components at a safe distance, the likelihood of sparks igniting propane leaks is significantly reduced. This separation minimizes the risk of explosions and fires, protecting lives and property. Understanding the code requirements is crucial for anyone working with electrical equipment or propane systems. NFPA 54 is a comprehensive set of guidelines that outlines the safe installation and operation of fuel gas systems. By familiarizing yourself with these regulations, you can ensure that your work complies with industry standards and minimizes potential hazards. Local codes may impose stricter requirements than NFPA 54. Always consult with local authorities or qualified inspectors to determine the specific regulations that apply to your area. Adhering to these local codes ensures that your installations meet the highest safety standards and comply with all applicable laws. Electrical arcing is a dangerous phenomenon that occurs when electricity jumps between two conductors. These arcs can generate intense heat and sparks, which can easily ignite flammable materials, including propane gas. By keeping electrical equipment away from propane lines, you reduce the risk of electrical arcs coming into contact with flammable gases, preventing potential explosions. Electrostatic discharge, also known as static electricity, is another potential ignition source. When static electricity builds up on a surface, it can discharge suddenly, creating a spark. These sparks can ignite propane leaks, leading to fires or explosions. Maintaining a safe distance between electrical equipment and propane lines minimizes the risk of electrostatic discharge igniting flammable gases. Electrical equipment can generate heat, which can transfer to nearby propane lines. This heat can weaken the propane lines, making them more susceptible to leaks or ruptures. In extreme cases, excessive heat can even cause the propane to ignite. Keeping electrical equipment away from propane lines prevents heat transfer and protects the integrity of the gas lines. Electrical currents can cause corrosion on propane lines, particularly if the lines are made of metal. This corrosion can weaken the lines, leading to leaks or failures. By keeping electrical equipment away from propane lines, you minimize the risk of electrical currents causing corrosion and protect the long-term integrity of the gas lines. Regular inspections of electrical equipment are essential for identifying potential hazards. Look for signs of damage, such as frayed wires, cracked insulation, or loose connections. Repair or replace any damaged equipment immediately to prevent electrical arcs, sparks, or heat buildup. Proper ventilation is crucial for dispersing any propane gas leaks. If a leak occurs, the gas can accumulate in confined spaces, creating an explosive atmosphere. Adequate ventilation allows the gas to dissipate, reducing the risk of ignition. Ensure that the area around propane lines is well ventilated by opening windows or installing ventilation fans. Propane lines should be clearly marked and labeled to prevent accidental damage or drilling. Use brightly colored tape or paint to identify the location of the lines. Install warning signs to alert people to the presence of propane gas. These markings and labels help prevent accidental damage during excavation or construction activities. When it comes to electrical work and propane installations, it is always best to seek professional assistance. Licensed electricians and propane technicians have the knowledge, skills, and experience to perform these tasks safely and correctly. They can identify potential hazards, comply with code requirements, and ensure that your installations are safe and reliable. Proper grounding of electrical equipment is essential for preventing electrical shocks and minimizing the risk of electrical arcs. Grounding provides a path for stray electrical currents to flow safely to the earth, preventing them from energizing metal objects or causing harm to people. Ensure that all electrical equipment is properly grounded according to code requirements. Surge protection devices can help protect electrical equipment from voltage spikes caused by lightning strikes or power surges. These devices divert excess voltage away from sensitive equipment, preventing damage or failure. Install surge protection devices on all critical electrical circuits to protect your investments. Regular maintenance of propane systems is essential for ensuring their safe and reliable operation. Schedule regular inspections and maintenance by a qualified propane technician. They can identify potential problems, perform necessary repairs, and ensure that your system is operating efficiently and safely. Carbon monoxide detectors are essential for detecting the presence of carbon monoxide, a deadly gas that can be produced by malfunctioning propane appliances. Install carbon monoxide detectors in your home near sleeping areas and test them regularly to ensure they are functioning properly. If you suspect a propane leak, take immediate action to protect yourself and others. Evacuate the area immediately and call the fire department or propane company from a safe location. Do not operate any electrical switches or use any open flames, as these could ignite the gas. By following these safety precautions, you can minimize the risk of accidents and ensure a safe environment when dealing with electrical equipment near propane lines. Remember, safety is everyone's responsibility. Being vigilant and proactive can help prevent accidents and protect lives.